I teach this material in so many different contexts. If I'm doing a one-time lecture, I had people think about, first of all, if they'd ever heard so-called pygmy music before, and then having examples of when they probably had heard it and didn't know it. For example, Herbie Hancock's Watermelon Man. They had heard a field recording that Simha Rome had made in the 60s and really liked it and took that phrase. And I would teach a couple of parts from this particular song. Often I would use this material in a course about ethnography and how you write about a musical context and field research. I would contextualize it in terms of my experience, thinking about issues of representation, the circumstances of the taking of this video, how I was feeling, what I knew, what I didn't know, who I knew, who I didn't know, and then issues of writing and how one can come to describe that which one has found meaningful in the ethnographic context. I would first hope that they would notice what it takes socially for these performers to be doing what they're doing with each other. I try to always contextualize what we're talking about or reading about in terms of this post-colonial, neo/post-colonial moment that we find ourselves in. So depending on how this clip is being narrated, what context it's being presented in, I would want them to be really aware of that. I let them take in what they're going to take in from it, sort of the way I did when I showed up there, and see what they pick up. I like to individualize it. I pick out the people that I know and tell the students about those individuals. One of the most important things is to not objectify this group of people that are on the surface very different from themselves. In our tradition of Euro-American teaching, we are sort of allowed to teach the music and not necessarily focus on what a particular context might have been. It's a hunting dance, yet it can be danced for recreation, you dance for any number of things. It's about a mode of understanding that comes through doing social interaction. That's the most important thing in terms of the meaning to me. And then if the context of a particular dance form has to do with hunting success, then I can explain that